21st of July 2026. The song all I'm getting is what the hell. Somebody's proper not impressed or shocked or what the hell. Or they don't care anymore and they're just going to do it. Whatever this is. So let's see. The 11th house of wishes and dreams, freedom, Aries, and the sun, exposure. 21 is the world, so that's an end of a chapter. Hopefully travel to the object of your desire, be the person, things, events. It's the internet, it's the family tree. Yggdrasil, tree of knowledge. So let's see. What the hell? Might as well. What the hell? There it is. We're going to end this chapter. Bring it to a successful conclusion. And some of you will be doing it solo because there's independence there. Freedom. Number 10. Positive energy, change for the better. Decision being made. What the hell? Might as well be shot for a sheep as a pig. Don't think that's the right saying, but there you go. Well, this is a much better reading than we've had recently. So, very, very strange. But good. Very good. So, it begins with a 5, which is changes, and a battle, where you have to stand up for yourself. All hell breaks loose. What the hell? So somebody arguing about something. What the hell? An explosive event. And we've got September the 11th, the Twin Towers. Twins. Being torn between two people, two places, two situations, whatever this is. But even though that's an eclipse, which we may well have coming up, this is seeing, finally realising within, with your third eye. You don't need the light to see it. You see it, you feel it, you know it. So this is scrying, seeing clearly what Spirit have been trying to tell you. 18. 18 is Frank and Patrick in it. And we've got 9 and 27. So you are not going to walk this journey alone. Someone in spirit or the flesh will walk with you. It's grandparents. It's the Buddha card. It is turning your back on everything you've ever known or believed to be true to follow your true life purpose. 2 snakes. So 2 people born in the year of the snake. Health is healed. Hospital doors. Virgo. No more criticism. No more doubt. You know exactly where you're going, and Spirit are going to light your path. So that would be Walter, Millie, Mike, Darren, Susan, Julie, Reese and Chantel. Mourning the past. Don't stay there too long. You can have some grief of it, but it is another 5. It's a change emotionally, where you have to stop dwelling in the past, be present in the now, and don't bank on the future. The future is not promised. The past is over. We must live in the now. You have made a decision. No longer being in denial. No longer waiting for the facts. And no longer protecting others. This is Mercury retrograde. Abandonment issues. 23rd. So 2 weeks it says. So within the next 2 weeks, coming out of Mercury retrograde, and you will make a decision. Number 10, positive energy. The wheel of fate is turning in your favour. A run of good luck. Jacqueline, Richard, Oscar. Independence Day. Those born in the year of the rabbit. 9 years. You have everything you require. There's one thing missing, but you don't need it. And then we have travel. So the object of your desire be the person, thing, or event. This chapter is coming to a close. So, I might have to do some scrying. I'll show you how to do it. I have done a video of it on the other channel before we got took down, so it should still be there. If you check out the link, it's there somewhere, to the old channel. There's far more people on there than there is on here. I have no idea why. I mean, I've lost a few, but there was at least 600, now there's about 400, I think. So 19 is negative energy. Somebody has been deliberately blocking your path, keeping you in the dark, refusing to let you travel this path. So deliberate obstructions. Funny enough, it's the name Karen. So the Karens of this world trying to stop you from achieving what you desire. We have another 5. So we have changes in every part of your life now, apart from your thoughts and words. So in your head, in your heart, in your physical body, in your financial state, you want change. There is medical issues here, and you feel lonely in a room full of people, half erased, a bird in a gilded cage, invisible to all, no stability. And then the miracle happens. Doris and Martin. This is complete clarity of mind, knowing that you have all the tools at your disposal to make this miracle happen. It's also children's, it's siblings, it's hands, arms, shoulders. It is the magician, but it is clear words, thoughts and mind. There it is again. So we have all the story that we need. The rest is just gravy. We are bringing this chapter to a close. Dean and Robert or Bob, we are creating something new. A cycle has ended. A rebirth is imminent. Yeah, don't be narrow-minded and don't hold on to things. If they want to leave, let them leave. Because nothing that's yours can be taken from you. What's yours will always be yours. It will come back to you in a different form, in a different way, but you will always end up where you're supposed to be. This is Alice. Alice in Wonderland. Now, thinking she cannot do something. She can't possibly get through that door because she's far too big. But we know that she found a way. So, 4 years. Control issues, greed and stubbornness. You have enemies. Those enemies may well be yourself. Mercury, Gemini. And that 9 will achieve a 10 eventually. That missing thing will be there and you'll be grounded like the Yggdrasil tree. The roots are strong for this venture, whatever it is. You was already halfway out, just not physically. And you know now that that crossroads that you're at, you've been there many times before. And now it's time to do something differently. Because we've tried that path many, many times. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. And this could be within days. You have the need for a day off, some peace of mind, and rest between battles. So peace. You have been bland, but that's not going to happen much longer. So we have Gemini as the main player then. A little bit of Leo and Aries. Leo is negative. Virgo. So Virgo and Gemini positive. 1 and 28, 21, 9 and 27, all positive. 19 is negative. A new home for some. A home is not a home without fire in the hearth, food on the table, and a welcome at the door. So you'll know if you've got that. A celebration. And the truth will set you free. Severing ties 1 week from all that is negative. These are not your team. These are not your people. Spirit been telling you for a long time. Red lights, red flags. There is a death. There is an ending. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. Enough is enough. I cannot do this anymore. It could be an actual passing for some, but it will bring you to your knees. Don't fear it. It is needed. Yeah. Because then a message will arrive, or a parcel, or a small improvement in financial things. A Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn child or a mature energy, someone in uniform or of a darker complexion, but mostly it's the postman, an important communication. There it is again, the reiterating that 19, the Leo energy is negative. Someone has been keeping you in the dark, deliberately obstructing your path and stealing your happiness. So again, the abandonment issues. So you were sat on the fence because of blackmail, emotional, financial, spiritual, mental or physical blackmail. He was damned if you did and you're damned if you're not. So you must make a decision, and you will make that decision, the right one for you. But in the process, you may lose that financial stability. It will come to an end. So there's impatience here to now get going. So what I say, Gemini, Virgo, and some Leo, but it's not really a Leo. It is a Leo card, but it's not the main Leo card. So I would say Virgo, Gemini. Virgo and Gemini, definitely. Mercury. So Virgo, Gemini, first of all, we'll do that. Virgo is, Venus is in Virgo. Gemini is in Mars, so war and love. Love and war. Leo is in Jupiter, all about the abundance. Uranus is in Gemini, so rebellion. Leo in the midheaven. Sarah is in Gemini. South Node in Virgo, we know that, don't we? We're not revisiting the past after the 23rd. And we only revisit the past to right a wrong. And Gemini is the 8th house of transformation. Death and rebirth. So then, th house, your hopes, wishes and dreams can come true, but you must face the chaos. It's crowds, it's arenas, it's legs and ankles, social and tribal gatherings, the workplace. It's Aquarius, it's 17. It's Fred and David. Group activities, society, friends, hopes, wishes and dreams, social consciousness. This is where your identity is extended to the group, not this group because they aren't your people. Your professional class, your race, human conduct, change, how you fit into society. Isolation, introspective signs and planets find it difficult to move beyond the confines. It's the domain of your hopes and wishes, and they can come true. You see yourselves reflected in the group. So if you don't see any common traits in the people that surround you, you've got nothing in common with them, you shouldn't be with them now. Simple as. The sun in Aries. This is spontaneous self-expression, self-orientated sometimes selfish, very energetic, brash and outgoing. The sun in Aries indicates a personality that always bounces back from setbacks, but does tend to abandon tasks because they get bored. But they are very protective. They're a good side to Aries. So we'll have a rune. So don't get bored. Don't abandon things. See them through to the end. Finish it. Bring it to a successful conclusion. Because the best revenge for these people that have been blocking your path is to be happy. There's the hand of God. You're not taking it because it's in reverse. You're refusing to take that helping hand. For some reason, you're too stubborn. You require to do it yourself, which is a very Aries trait. Number 15. So there is no healing or protection. So somebody is slain. Somebody dies. Definitely. There's no possibility of it, unfortunately. Something has to end. Whether it be a physical death or an end of an era. This is an ending. Where is it then? There it is. So, Algis. It's the letter Z, as in buzz, or the letter R, or M. My initials are MR. Although there are other runes that represent this sound, this is another rune that is symbolically connected with the mighty elk, as well as the yew tree. It is, however, also associated with the lime tree and the semi-aquatic plants such as reeds and rushes, eelgrass and sedge. The Valkyria, the warrior daughters of Odin, were said sometimes to take the form of crows, so the death crows, in order to haunt fields of battle. That's where we started, the field of battle. The shape of Algir's rune may represent the footprint of a crow, so watch for that. And when you get into an argument, watch yourself if you've got a dicky heart. This is the outstretched hand, probably representing the hand of Tyr, which was sacrificed for the safety of the universe. It also looks like the outstretched branches of a tree or the footprint of a bird, such as a crow or a raven, the sign of Scorpio and of death. The upright position of the rune was used to denote the date of a Viking tombstone, and likewise the gate used to give the date of death. So there may be a date of a passing in here somewhere, possibly 9/11, possibly 18, possibly 9 or 27, possibly 19, or it could be a Virgo on the 10th. Who knows? But those numbers are important. The deity is primarily associated with Algis and the Valkyrie, the shape-shifting warrior women. These daughters of Odin were the protectors of the brave men in battle, but also chose the most suitable candidate for the seat at their father's table in Valhalla after their death. Accomplished in magic, there's the magician, 1 in 28. The Valkyries often took the form of carrion birds when carrying out their grim business. The footprint of these birds may be the origins of the shape of this rune. The brooding watchman of the gods, so somebody's watching. Heimdall is also connected with Algis because he in his form as a beacon or a watchtower. So the tower is 16. Shine your light bright is the 17. It's symbolic of the illumination that Algis can give. There's the illumination, lighting your way. So it is reversed. This rune reinforces the message it can show that health problems are occurring or will occur very soon, and that you need to concern yourself with your own welfare. However, other people may refuse to recognize that you are overburdened and weary, so you're isolated and alone in this situation. They're not going to go with you to appointments. They don't care. You're feeling lonely in a room full of people, isolated and alone. Where's that Five of Pentacles? There he is, sat outside the doctor's office, waiting on a turn. However, other people may refuse to recognise that you are overburdened and weary. The demands of these folk will not cease, because when Algis is inverted, you will find that those around you are very insensitive indeed. While in this low state, you will be somewhat weak-willed. Do not agree to anything simply to get some peace. You should bear this in mind and slow down. Go into retreat and seclusion, so turn your back on it if you have to, and don't take anything more just yet, or you may suffer illness and worse. Algis signals a period of recuperation, so allow yourself time to regain your strength. Take yourself off, have some peace, and a day off, some rest. It's badly needed. So, enough is enough. If you walk in your house and find yourself saying, "What the hell?" then you know that this is for you. Let's have a look. Diana, Artemis, Sagittarius, yet again, we are going to gain some knowledge and we will come out stronger on the other side because of it. So, something being exposed. That's why the sun's there. It's been in the reverse for far too long, this 19. Somebody blocking your path, and now it's being exposed. Diana. Princess Diana. So she suffered, didn't she? Athena. Where's Diana? Artemis. There we are. Diana is the goddess of nature and the hunt. She is the goddess of the wild places of the earth and our psyche. Complete unto herself, she was widely worshipped all over the ancient world as a powerful and protective goddess, which Aries is very protective, like I said. Although a virgin herself, so Virgo, she is the protectress of women in childbirth. She is an archer, and her sacred animals are the bear, the deer, and the goat. So Capricorn, Virgo, and the stag. Diana is the daughter of Zeus, king of the gods. Leto, Apollo, the sun god. So Apollo 11, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin. The sun god is her brother. She is also called Artemis Agrotera, literally goddess of the countryside. And it is important to remember that in ancient times the countryside was not a theme park with nature trails that you drive to at weekends, but was recognised as being directly responsible for our day-to-day survival. Now Diana returns as a patroness of the eco-green movement. This goddess shows you the wild and lonely places, the wilderness, the woods, the desert. Your heart is wild and untamed as the places that you love. The original meaning of chaste is complete unto herself. There she is, complete unto herself. She doesn't need anyone. Self-sufficiency to the extreme. You may take self-sufficiency to the extreme. Your proud and lonely heart finds it difficult to articulate your passion to others. You may cry if you miss seeing the sunset, but not able to find the words to say why it meant so much. As the huntress, you are capable of highly focused, sustained, disciplined work, male or female, which can lead to great success. But the first love is always nature, the love of gardening or tramping in wild places. Prime candidate for downshifting to a simpler life. Most Dianas would live in the country rather than the city. I know one woman who has neatly solved the problem of earning a living by residing in the city but travelling to the country to write articles on wonderful gardens. As a modern day Diana, male or female, like I said, you will find today's world a puzzling place, and conventional society will be equally perplexed by you. You have a primal, deep connection to the earth, which does not fit in with the materialistic concerns of today. It can feel very, very lonely to be out of sync with society. Lonely in a room full of people that don't understand you, they are not your tribe. Although you are well equipped for the material success, the fruits of success may leave you cold and hungrily yearning for a richer, deeper experience of life. You have learned to reconnect with your deep longing for closeness with nature. Leave the city with all its noise and get out into nature. Explore until you start to hear your own authentic voice reminding you of who you really are and what you really need. If you have not connected with the voice for some time, you may be shocked when that voice tells you to plant a herb garden or run to the beach, chasing the setting sun. You may have always felt different when growing up, but you are no less a person for being an unconventional one. Connect with others of similar nature who also love the earth and want to preserve and protect it. You carry one of the most ancient and revered faces of the goddess as nature goddess. Hell will freeze over. There we go. What the hell will freeze over before you find Diana woman doing the flirting and flattering. That comes easily to an Aphrodite woman. Sadly, this may mean that it is difficult for them to meet men at a wine bar, a club, or any normal city pickup. It's also sad because men who pass you over for a more extrovert charm of your sister goddess miss out on a wonderful woman. A woman who won't want to spend endless hours discussing how you met in past lives like Hecate, and who won't sulk like Aphrodite if you don't tell her how beautiful she is a couple of times a day. You are not career mad like Athena, bad-tempered like Kali, or everybody's mom like Demeter. You are a doer rather than a talker. You are a breath of fresh air and sunlight over the water. You may truly give your heart to another only once in your lifetime, like the swan you want to mate for life. If Diana appears in the card spread, then you are being encouraged to get in touch with your wild child. Go back to your roots, back to basics. Less is more. Hunt for the hidden true meaning in the circumstances that surround you now. No matter how adverse they are, do not be satisfied with the superficial. Demand genuineness in all your dealings with others, and be prepared to be genuine and honest yourself, because wrongdoers will face the consequences. Diana does not deal in trivialities. You may be about to make a decision that will affect you for years to come. Remember that Diana is a huntress, and you may have to stalk your fate, your true direction with patience and ruthlessness. Do not let others distract you from your path. Follow it with dedication of a tracker. Like a good hunter, you may need to know the right moment to take action. Wait too long, and the moment will pass you by forever. Not long enough, and what you seek flies further away. So, there we go. Yeah, it's your gut instinct. Follow your gut. Don't trust other people. Trust yourself. You know. Doesn't matter what these people are trying to hide from you or tell you. You know in your heart of hearts. The orange chakra teaches us how to be happy and confident. This is happiness and presents itself as confident and sociable person. Their skills in working harmoniously with others often lead to their success in whatever they put their mind to. Even when others may perceive that they have failed in a task, they do not see it that way. Their enthusiasm and self-assuredness sees it only as a minor setback, and they will always embrace the lessons to be learnt as part of an adventure. There's the lessons learned. This is a zest for life such as you do. People watch you flit by without baggage of inhibitions and may often find it difficult to understand you as a deep and thoughtful person. On the outside, you appear to be a happy person, full of life, always seeking the next adventure. However, you are so much more than that. Your behaviour in heading straight into a burning building when everyone else is exiting tends to scare people and leads them to believe that you are reckless. On the contrary, you possess an insatiable need to lead a full life and experience all the lessons that spirit has to offer you. Do not succumb to the fears of others. Continue to live your life to the fullest, and people will begin to understand your courage as being a positive example of strength of character. So don't do yourself down. Sisters of the season. There we go. What did I say about the 17? You cannot skip steps. There's no fast tracking. You have to do everything in the right way. This is a cycle of growth. We are ending this chapter and we will begin the next. 4 seasons, 1 year, 4 sisters. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. You cannot go from spring to winter. You have to go from spring to summer to autumn to winter. Do not skip a step. 17. So we've got 17, 18, 19, 21 and 10. When the sisters of the season, so there may be 4 sisters, meet on your path, they remind you that everything has a natural rhythm and obeys a higher law. Just as the seasons magically pass, be reminded that the nature of birth, growth, harvest and decay cannot be altered. So if you keep on your path with determination and discernment, allowing for the natural course of events to unfold, success is assured. Divine appropriate timing, though, is guided your desires into perfect manifested form. You manifest this by your choices and actions. This is a very good period to start new things as you've moved out of winter into the beginning of a new chapter in spring. Continue with patience and be aware of the rhythm of your opportunities. There will be periods when things slow down and begin anew, move into fruition, and then slow down again in a never-ending natural flow. Be mindful of which sister greets you, for she points directly to the next. Every moment counts now. So if you're in a dire straits, that'll be winter, and it means that new growth is coming. If you are in autumn and you're collecting the bounties and being very rich in love and money and everything, then put some away, because you know from winter you come to spring. From autumn you go to winter, and then everything will die off, and you've got to last through the winter. So don't go on a spending spree if you get a cash payout or whatever. Put some away for that rainy day. That's why the old used to say that. So always make hay while the sun shines and put a bit away to see you through the winter. card then. Oh, 16, what did I say? 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 10, 1 and 28. So, the wheel of fate, it keeps turning. The three norns, the maiden, the mother, the crone, 3 life cycles. They are cutting and weaving the cloth of your life. They see your life from start to finish. 16. Known by many names, the 3 fates spin, measure and cut the thread of your life. They determine how long your life will be and what you will make of that time on earth. While you make your own choices from day to day and moment to moment, the bigger tapestry of your destiny is in the hands of the wise ones who see it in its entirety. So as long as you don't be stubborn and kick against it, it will come to you earlier. But if you take a wrong turn in your youth, you could miss out on the opportunity. It will always come back to you. Aligning yourself with your destiny leads to the biggest success. Sometimes it feels like fate does not have your best interests at heart. Look for the lesson in the tough times and know that it will spin around to a more positive direction soon. This is your destiny, karma, all from your choices. Be aligned with your true nature and then you'll find your destiny. If your life ended tomorrow, death, what would you regret? Don't live in regrets. Perfect read. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. What the hell? I will find the song. I will write up. Bye-bye.